reading through your book, I think the thing that I thought about that really kind of made me sad was, I guess I always thought that having the kind of talent that you have makes living in America a little easier. A little easier, at least. And see, because I mean, you did this at one time.
Yeah.
And everybody told me not to do it because a black man couldn't pull this off in America.
Absolutely.
It scares me when I read that they painted you white. They poured urine in your beer.
Yeah.
Things of that nature. I mean, did these things really happen?
Yes, they really happen. But in that day and time, it was more blatant than it is now. I do that, and in those days, being overly theatrical, you know, with like the Rings or the Nehru or whatever the fad was in. So in the Army, I had it, but nobody else had that kind of feeling, and you weren't supposed to do it. So my being gregarious led to the guys, gave them all the food for thought that they needed to say, hey man, get that nigger now. Stop him. And the more they said get him, the more I used what the man upstairs gave me to fight him back. Because I figured I'm too small. I tried physically. I got my nose broke 3 times, man. Trying. No, that's it. It was broke. It didn't. It was never like this, you know. But it was a little better than it is now. But I couldn't deal with it. And it hurt, and nobody was there. They were there, but I'm saying you couldn't do anything about it. You had nobody to back you up. Not the government, not the people, not the city. And if a guy did something, he had to do it on the sneak. I got so tired of sneaking around just to have dinner with someone that you thought was attractive, that you had something in common with, or you just thought was fun. No, you weren't allowed to do that. So I said, I'll show him I'm allowed to do it. And as soon as I got my foot in the door, I started doing everything that I ever wanted to do. Now, I went overboard with it. I went off the deep end. That's all.